The short of it is we raised $10 billion in 4 years after our initial announcement. And that's like progressively work and learning. We're learning, and the market's learning to trust us, right? We're building a relation. My relationship's not just with my equity investors, it's with the convertible bond investors. You meet with a convertible bond investor, say, I saw you last quarter. I saw you, you yelled at me for this and this. I fixed this. I'll do this. We're partners together. I promise you I will do this. I'm not going to mess with your opportunity. I'm not going to hedge it. I'm not going to steal your trading opportunity. I will do this and this and this. The guy goes, well, and I'm looking forward to this future. The guy goes, thank you for your candor. $500 million order. 50. Like, if you have trust and people understand you, they'll give you your money. So what happened next is we raised $13.5 billion in 4 weeks. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do this $42 billion and then rinse and repeat and double it and double it and double it and double it. And you're going to say, like, well, where does it end? Well, I guess when we've taken 1% of the fixed income market, which is $3 trillion, and when we levered it up and we've got 10 billion, we bought 3 trillion of Bitcoin and we're trading at $10 trillion in market cap, we'll be growing 20% a year.
Welcome back to the channel. Aaron here from the Bitcoin Bros. That was Michael Saylor discussing why the infinite money glitch is never going to stop. Once MicroStrategy is a $10 trillion company, they'll be growing 20% year over year, and that's when they may slow down a bit. But right now, we are still early. As you can see, MicroStrategy's market cap is only $92 billion. Understand that if MicroStrategy goes to a $10 trillion market cap, like Michael Saylor says, that's going to be 100x from here. So everybody's worried about, is MicroStrategy going down? Is Saylor tapping the ATM? What's going to happen in the next couple of weeks? What's going to happen tomorrow? That is all noise. If we're going to a $10 trillion market cap, any money or any shares that you buy today, you're going to get 100x on in the future if it does what Saylor says. And the Bitcoin Bros are highly confident in the stock for the future. Definitely think it'll be one of the biggest stocks in the world. So not financial advice. But if you do want to purchase MicroStrategy, you need a broker, you can check out MooMoo here. We have an affiliate link. You sign up with our affiliate link, you can get up to 15 free stocks, each stock valued up to $2,000 each. Make sure to check them out. You can also trade options, any other stock, also crypto as well, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And check out our Patreon. We have exclusive content over there, and you can also message with us privately. So check out all that if you guys want to. Let's go ahead and get into it. Going to be getting into some Bitcoin news, some MicroStrategy news, some Semler Scientific news, and also playing another clip at the end of the video. So a lot of useful content in today's video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We have a big week coming up for MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. A lot of big catalysts coming. On December 9th, we'll probably see a tweet from Saylor saying that MicroStrategy bought more BTC over the past week. Every Monday, he's been going out and saying, hey, we've been buying more and more Bitcoin. So I don't think this Monday is going to be any different. And then we have a potential announcement coming from Saylor of another convertible debt offering. They finished their last one. So we may be getting another convertible debt offering maybe on Monday or Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we have the Microsoft shareholder Bitcoin vote. Will the shareholders vote for Microsoft to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet? That is yet to be seen, but definitely a big day that we're going to be watching out for this, and we'll keep you guys up to date on our channel. And then December 11th, we have the CPI release, big indicator on where inflation is going to be going. It's actually not that big of a market mover as it used to be because inflation has been coming down. You have PPI on the 12th. These are two big catalysts in the TradFi markets. And then you have the QQQ inclusion announcement on December 13th for MicroStrategy. And some people think this is going to be a sell the news type of announcement here with the QQQ inclusion because so many people over on Twitter are talking about them being included in the QQQ. But there are some people in the community who believe that MicroStrategy will not be included in the QQQ because they think that it's not a tech company anymore because they're holding all this Bitcoin. But that probably is incorrect, and MicroStrategy will most likely be included in the NASDAQ 100. So we may see some price rises after that announcement. So that is a big date to watch out for. So a huge week for MicroStrategy and for Bitcoin. Got to be watching all these key catalysts this week. And then I want to talk a little bit about Semler Scientific. If you don't know who Semler Scientific is, they are a smaller company. Currently, their stock's trading at around $61. Their market cap is $511 million. But they are doing the same strategy that Michael Saylor is doing, putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. And shout out to Adrian Morris here. He has some pretty good insight on MicroStrategy, on Semler Scientific over on Twitter. Make sure to go check him out. And he's talking about why hasn't Semler opened up the options market yet? Because obviously the options trading for MicroStrategy has been so effective and how they've been able to leverage some of these debt offerings. And one of the main reasons that he says here is the general understanding is that the main holdup of getting the option markets open is the public float and insider shares not being considered. They can and will close that gap and have been actively seeking approval for options trading. So we may see options trading for Semler Scientific very soon. And these are some of the requirements that you need to have options tradings for your stock. 7 million outstanding shares. They already have that. Stock price at least $5. They have that. Market cap over 75 million. They have that. 200 unique shareholders. 2.4 million shares traded in the last 12 months. So they are hitting all these requirements. So we may see Semler Scientific options trading coming sooner than later. And that's going to be huge for that stock because then they can get in some of these convertible debt offerings similar to what MicroStrategy is doing. And you guys can see their market cap is only $511 million. So a lot of potential upside for Semler. They hit a peak back in 2021 at around $150. They've obviously come down since then, but a lot of potential for this stock. Definitely look out for it. Maybe get in now before the options trading does come out. You can maybe, get in at a dip. I think they will hit a new all-time high over the next 5 years, especially as Bitcoin continues to do well. And I didn't have a lot for today, but there's another clip I wanted to play for you guys. This is from the All In podcast here, and they were talking about MicroStrategy and their thoughts on it. And I just want to play it for you guys, and I want you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. To me, it seems like these people that were talking about MicroStrategy don't really understand what's going on, but I want to get your guys' thoughts. Leave it in the comment section below. Definitely want to hear what you guys got to say about the All In podcast. This is a huge financial podcast. They have over 700,000 subscribers. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Like and subscribe for more. We have new content coming out every single day. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go ahead and check out this clip.
Just say at some point this does get too big. For a while when it was smaller, you could support the debt.
And sorry, could you explain it? Could you explain it to everyone, Kevin?
Yeah. So what he is doing is issuing debt and buying Bitcoin with the premise that Bitcoin is always going to go up. And he, has made eloquent arguments why that is the case. No trees grow to the sky. And I think the interest expense on his convertible notes is $75 million off the top of my head. And by the way, I could care less about MicroStrategy. Like, I'm not close to it. I'm not involved.
Yeah.
I don't know any hedge funds who own it.
No horse in the race.
Yeah. I think a lot of hedge funds are short MicroStrategy, but I have no horse in the race. But the underlying business that pays the interest expense on the debt only does $400 million a year in revenue, and it's high gross margin revenue. But unless debt investors have absolute confidence in Bitcoin as collateral, and I don't think that's where fixed income markets are yet, it will get to a point where it is too big for the size of his company. And then, maybe he can over collateralize it and, have $10 in Bitcoin for every dollar of debt. But then like the magic money creation machine that, I see discussed on X breaks down, because that's that's very, very different than what is being discussed today.
Joe, do you have a point of view? Because Joe's got to run, by the way. So, Joe, do you want to close us out with a point of view?
Defense people down here in LA.
Yeah.
Listen, I am very bullish Bitcoin. I love all the energy for our society around it. I agree with what you said. Dave, that there needs to be some barriers for the public taking crazy risks. And I think the risks around how he's accessing this is actually very unusual and does scare me a bit. And people need to do their research, and they shouldn't just like throw money without studying it. It does scare me a little bit how blithely people are throwing money at this without knowing the kind of leverage he's taking, you know?